such an exciting time to be part of John R. Rogers High School at this moment in time. Even though we may have work yet to do, where we have come is really amazing. When I think back 6 years ago when the Seattle Times wrote that article saying we were a dropout factory and our graduation rate was sitting around 50%, and that did not feel good. And it didn't feel good to staff, it didn't feel good to the community, and it didn't feel good to our students. And so we knew there was an urgency to get something done, and everybody felt that. The community felt it, the students felt it, the staff felt it. And, we took action. We got a federal grant. We were able to, lengthen our school day, lengthen our school year. We were able to turn around discipline by putting some more resources in it. But most importantly, we focused on the academic side of things, making our students be competitive in today's college-going world. Our reality is that it is a different world than it once was, and students have to be prepared for some type of post-secondary education. High school is not enough anymore to make living wage jobs and to make careers that will be living wage. Along this way, our kids have accepted our challenges, and they have said, all right, we'll do it. And every single time they've risen to that challenge. It's been the most amazing thing. I can tell you right now, I think there are very few high school principals who could say that. Because high school kids usually generally don't really associate with adults very much. Our kids are so great about the interaction with adults, their work with their teachers, their in some cases, positive dependency on our teachers, which is a really good thing. And our kids know that when they come here, we're going to take care of them. We're going to get them where they need to go. We're going to push them. We're going to get them to the academic level they need to get to so they can be successful in post-secondary. It really has been an incredible journey. And along that same path, the community has been supporting us all along the way. I mean, we have had no resistance, and the whole community of Spokane, not just our community here in Northeast Spokane, but the whole community of Spokane has been 100% behind us, behind our kids. I mean, when you think back of all the attention that our football team has gotten, our basketball team has gotten as a result of the challenges that some of our students face, and the positive response by the community to support those kids, that's really amazing that you live in a community that's so dedicated to doing that. And it's funny because I know that sometimes people like to pretend there's this image about Rogers. The reality is, and I'm quoting a kid when I say this, he said one time to a district person, I wish other kids could come walk our halls and see how much learning goes on here. And I was like, that is exactly right. That is so perfect. I mean, it just really is. It's perfect. I think this community is really founded in pride. And I think it goes back a long ways from being a working class neighborhood, well, between the railroads and the Meade Kaiser work thing. I think our kids just kind of still have that really working class work ethic, and as a result, they got a school built up here in Northeast Spokane, and this community has just wrapped around it from 1932 on, and it is a huge source of pride. And I know our kids feel it when they come here. And you look at our building, which is now almost 7 years old, and it still looks brand new, and that's a lot because of the pride that our kids have in themselves, this community, and in particular this school, and I love that about it. But the reality is, these are some of the hardest working kids, and people who don't understand this don't know how hard these kids work. I mean, we have kids with a lot of challenges, and they work their tails off to get where they're going, and that says a lot right there. And that's the other thing that makes our students here so amazing. They show up all the time. They're here, and they give it everything they have in spite of so many challenges. And that will, what they don't know and what I wish they would know more is that alone, that just those skills alone will carry them through life so much better than so many other skills that they might think are more important because a South Hill kid, that's what they see in a South Hill kid. I'm here to tell you, our kids are tougher, they're smarter, and they're more equipped to take on life than I think any other teenagers anywhere. I mean, I really do, and I see it all the time. You know, I think of, you know, when I see our kids out and about, and just recently I did see some of our kids who are going to Eastern right now, and they're living out in Genie. And I mean, they make it work, and this is a kid who spent 4 years in high school doing his homework with flashlights because there wasn't electricity. And now he's so adapted into his college life, and I know he will be successful. I know it. Just because, man, if he already survived that, college is gonna look like a cakewalk. Seriously. You know, where college was kind of a challenge for me, but for him, it'll be easy. I mean, that's the stuff that I'm always blown away by. I often get asked, you know, where are you going next? This is next. This is my next. There's no next after this. This. Why would I want anything else? I mean, literally, so much fun. It gives me a giggle every day. This is the work I like to do. So there is no next. This is where I stay until someone makes me move. I am just really proud of the kids that I have here. I'm really proud of the community that we serve here, and I'm especially proud of my staff who works their rear ends off every single day for all these kids. But yeah, this is my next. This is where my career will end right here. This is the perfect place.